Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This video, I shall talk about a topic that I often get asked about, and that's about bonus ideas, right? So, I'm going to tell you about what you could do to potentially earn bonus points in the draw activity, right? Now, really, draw is a very creative activity, and there's no limit to what all you can do with it, right? If you search on the Scratch platform, you will find people doing some really amazing things with the pen blocks, right? However, in context of our course, I will give you some ideas which you could use today to earn the bonus. So now, before I get started, let's recall the rules that we have, right, about bonus. Remember, first thing first, bonus comes after basic, right? Which means that you got to first finish your basic project and then look for bonus, right? Second thing, you always earn bonus, right? So you never lose bonus. You in fact only earn. So if you do something special, we give you a bonus point, right? Uh, what you can do today for bonus, what you can do for bonus is almost endless, right? That's correct, because like I said, draw is an extremely creative activity. You can do lots and lots of things, right? Also, in the same token, what earns you bonus today may or may not earn you bonus in future. As I said, bonus is an opportunity for you to push yourself, try out new things, and amaze everybody. However, remember that bonus comes after basic, right? So the basic concepts have to be really solid before you attempt bonus, right? And I urge you to get comfortable with the XY coordinates, the go to and the glide block, because we will be using them a lot going forward, right? So that is the basic that must be fulfilled. Now let's just look at some ideas that you might want to do for bonus, right? Assuming you are very clear with XY coordinates, go, glide, the basic usage of pen, and so on and so forth, right? Now, the very first idea that I could think of is if you draw some interesting shapes, right? Remember in the class we did a square, but then you might want to say, no, look, I'm going to do more than a square, right? So maybe I'll do a square plus, say, a triangle, or maybe I'll do something like a star or a kite, or maybe if I'm even more adventurous, I'll do shapes that have some kind of curves, like let's say a circle, right? Or like let's say a D shape, which has a line and a curve, right? So that's definitely a bonus idea, right? Uh, you could create something like a 3D effect, right? You could also say fill up your drawings, right? So fill up, I mean that we only drew an outline, and so here you could say I'll use my pen block to sort of color up the entire drawing, and I'll tell you how to do that in just a while, right? You could use additional sprites and backgrounds to enhance your drawing and make them more attractive, right? So notice, in our class project, we have this cat which makes a square and then disappears, right? Now, you could do more, right? You could have, say, multiple sprites drawing different things. And then your drawing also becomes a part of a bigger picture, a bigger scenery, where perhaps you could use a different background, or some different sprites to create an overall attractive, say, something like a scenery, right? And that becomes definitely requires imagination, definitely requires thinking, and hence it preserves a bonus point, right? The last one here is really quite advanced. You could create an extremely flexible code that can draw almost anything using my blocks, right? So instead of saying the code draws only a square at that particular location, you could use what is called the my blocks in Scratch to create an extremely flexible code that can pretty much draw everything, anything, right? So now, however, this, like I said, is a bit advanced, right? So now let's just look at these ideas in context of the project that we had done in the class. Recall, in the class we have done a simple project where a cat comes out and it draws a square and then disappears, right? So what did I say? The very first idea is that you could draw more than just a square, right? So perhaps you could, let's say, try maybe drawing something in addition to the square, right? Or something in lieu of the square, something in place of the square. So perhaps like a star, or say a diamond, or something like that, right? Now, you could use blocks which are in motion called turn, right? And combine this with move or go to and glide to create curves, right? So this has been covered in the class notes. You'll have to do your own research and find out how to do it, but you can certainly create curves, say perhaps on top of this, or you know uh, completely away from this. You can create curves, right? Now, I talked of creating something called a 3D effect, right? How do you do that, right? So think about it. Let's say I made one more square which is somewhat offset from this present square, and then I join these with lines, right? So it look like I have drawn a 3D cube, right? So again, do not get scared by this. Try drawing on a piece of paper. How do you draw, say, a 3D a cube, let's say, right? And just try the same idea here. It will also work, right? Then I talked about filling up this entire shape, right? Now, how do I do that? Remember, any kind of drawing is really a combination of the motion block and this pen extension, which I get obviously by clicking this pen and choosing pen, right? Now, here we have just drawn the outline of the square, right? But let's say I used go to and glide in a way that I say go to just this point right underneath the top line. Then I glide to the this point and then just come back immediately after this to this point and glide again immediately after this to this point and so on and so forth with a reasonably large thickness of the pen, right? So it will be as though I have filled up this entire shape with some kind of a color, right? That's what I meant by creating a filling up effect. And that certainly will deserve a bonus because that will require you to code quite carefully and quite meticulously to get this thing fully colored up, right? So now I also mentioned that you could use other sprites or other backgrounds that you may want to create or you may want to imagine, or you can just use from the the bunch of sprites or the backgrounds that you have available here to do something more attractive, right? So right now it's just a square sort of in isolation, but your drawing could be part of a bigger scenery, perhaps using other sprites and so on, and then it becomes a bonus worthy drawing, right? Now, finally, and as I said, this is hard, especially in the beginning. So if you are very new, do not attempt this. But if you have some comfort with Scratch and you know how these things broadly work, you're very familiar with XY coordinates and so on, you could try something called My Blocks. Now, this is something we cover in a much, much later class. But basically, what this can do, right, is that you can create a very flexible code where have it draw any shape. So you tell it, for example, I want a four-sided figure and it draws a square. I wanted a five-sided figure, it draws a pentagon, right? I want a six-sided figure, it draws a hexagon, and so on. So that requires programming, that requires concepts that you may not be knowing right now. So it's all right if you do not know it. But if somebody does that, and I regularly get students doing that, so it's also a bonus idea, but then that requires you to explore things on your own, right? So just to recap, there are many, many things you could do for bonus, but always bonus comes after basic. Now, the important concepts here are that of X, Y, go to, and glide. Now, these are really fundamental. We will use them in many, many things that are going to come, right? So I urge you revise these. And then, of course, bonus is your playfield. Enjoy Scratch, try some ideas, amaze us, and be creative. All right. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye.